Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. It is Wednesday. I don't know what day it is. It's Wednesday. It's Kaylin. We're back from the hospital. We got back on Saturday. I just haven't had time to upload anything. But we're back. She had a high white blood cell count, didn't you? She had a high white blood cell count. She was having seizures because she had a high fever of 100.3 or 103 point something. And then she had, so she was having seizures because of that. Then she went unconscious on the way to the hospital. And then she was sweating profusely that night. Just a lot of things happened. So it was pretty traumatic, to say the least. But we got there, we got to the ER, they gave her an antibiotic, and then she went to bed. I laid down with her, and she slept for like an hour, and then woke up, and then she's perfectly fine. Really weird, right? They gave her an antibiotic through her IV, and then she woke up and she was perfectly fine. Besides the profusely sweating, she was still sweating, but she was actually responsive. When we got there, she was like consciously aware what was going on, but she was unresponsive. Like, she wasn't moving as much. She was just kind of sitting there like a bump on a log, like not really moving a whole lot, but she was like looking around. Like, she was awake and stuff, but she was not. She was going in and out a lot. And then she was, why is my hair sticking up like that? Really weird. Anyway, she was going in and out a lot, and then she was, profusely sweating, and she was just sitting there. She wasn't really moving a whole lot, non-responsive, basically. So, but then after she fell asleep and slept for like a whole hour, she woke up and was fine. Kind of weird, but I guess it worked. The IV, I don't know. The IV medicine worked, I guess. I don't know. So that's what happened. She's fine now. She did really good all night, besides the profusely sweating that she had going on. She was really warm all night. She was on oxygen all night. Still on oxygen. She's been on oxygen for 4 weeks, you guys. She was on oxygen before she went in the hospital. She was on oxygen when she went to the hospital. She's been on oxygen, so this isn't new. Me and T were talking about it last night, and we are a little bit afraid that since she's been on oxygen for so long that her body has not gotten adapted to it, and we are afraid that that might just be the norm at this point. So a little bit worried about that. But we're going to talk to Palm about it and see what's going on there and see if this is just the norm now, because if it is, we're going to need more tanks. And we might need another compressor. Good news about that, though, not good news, but the good thing about that is that we can get a bigger compressor that goes up to 6 liters of oxygen and have the portable oxygen. So we can have a portable oxygen, which goes up to 3 liters, and then we can have a bigger compressor that also goes up to 6 liters. So we can have two different compressors for oxygen, which is super nice. And she'll be eligible for that if the norm is her being on oxygen. She's not on oxygen during the day. I'm going to have Miss Nicole, her nurse, I'm going to have her, we're going to check oxygen through the day, and if that ends up happening, that's going to really suck. But if that ends up happening, then we'll probably switch to tanks, and we'll probably have tanks throughout the day. It's really gonna suck. But right now she probably will be eligible for both condensers. Condensers are different than tanks. Condensers are like unlimited oxygen. Tanks are limited oxygen, obviously, because they only have so much oxygen in them. But we did have a condenser. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you do know we had a condenser a while back that did go up to 7 or 8 liters, I think. And then maybe it only went up to 5. I don't remember. And then now we have a condenser that's portable, and it only goes up to 3. And then so we'll probably get the condenser that went up a lot higher back if her norm is being on oxygen all night, unfortunately. So that will be that. But we will talk to pulmonology about it. I'll let you guys know how that's going. I'll keep you guys updated. But she's doing fine now. She's still sick-ish, but she's recovering. And going along with life. So she is home 24/7 now. We just moved her from school to home for the winter, so we're doing school at home for the winter, which we're about to start doing some PT right now with Miss Nicole. They sent us some fun things to do with that, so I will video some of those things that we're doing. Like right now I have some paper leaves on the ground right now. I'm just going to step on the leaves as she goes, and the leaves are in a line, and so she can follow the leaves all the way to Daddy's office, and she's going to pick up the leaves as she goes to there. So that'll be fun. But anyways, so yeah, so we're going to do that, and then I'll video some things as we go along, and see how this goes, and then yeah, it's gonna be our whole winter, so we'll see how, if this goes well, or if this is a ginormous fail. So, but this is to keep her healthy, and to make sure that she doesn't get sick, because last year, if you guys know, was extremely insane with being in and out of the hospital. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.